Dear students, hope you all are well. In this video, we will try to understand the next type of indexing, that is called cluster index, followed by the secondary index concept. Under the unit number 5 and the subject database management system. So let us start with cluster indexing. So cluster indexing, there are some very important points related to cluster indexing. Point number 1, main database file. Main database file means that whatever the file you are created with the help of using the some kind of database management tool. Say for the example, suppose you are creating a student database file, so that is consider the main database file is sorted according to non-primary key. We already discussed what is the primary key and what is the non-primary key. Say for the example, in the case of student database, so there are student ID, student mobile number. These are the key are considered as a primary key, and student age, student name, student surname. These are the attributes are considered as the non-prime key attributes. So the very important point on a behalf of cluster indexing, the cluster indexing concept is used the non-prime key attribute for index table as a searching key. Point number 2, in the cluster indexing for the index table, non-prime key attribute like branch, name, age, etc. in case of the student database table attributes are used. So these all are the non-prime key attributes. So two important point for the cluster indexing, if we are implementing cluster indexing for database management system for best and fast searching of the record from the blocks or the physical location, then the database file, main database file is sorted according to non-prime key attribute, and the non-prime key attribute is used as a search key in the cluster indexing. So the cluster indexing is also considered as the very good example of sparse indexing. We already know that there are two categories. Number one is sparse indexing and another one is dense indexing. In the dense indexing means all, and the sparse indexing means some of the data. So the cluster indexing, it's considered as a sparse indexing. The sparse indexing means that that is used the sum of the record, sum of the value, tuples value from the main database for searching point of view, and the sum of the attributes value or the tuples values are taken place in the cluster index table for smoothly performing and increasing the efficiency of searching. So this is the very good example of sparse indexing. So let us start with the better understanding this cluster indexing with the help of using the one example. Here in this screen you all are seeing we have a one database. The name of that database is a student database along with the various attributes, and these attributes are number 1 student ID, number 2 student name, number 3 student branch, and number 4 is student age. So under the student database table we have these attributes. Among of these attributes, some of the attributes are non-prime attributes. So non-prime attributes, these are the list of non-prime attributes. So as per the cluster indexing, we will free to use any any one any one non-prime attributes for index table when we are talking about the cluster indexing. So this is the example, and in that particular example, there are student name, student branch, and student age are the non-prime attribute apart from the student ID. The student ID is considered as a primary attribute for that particular database table. So this is the cluster index for that particular table. Here I am take a 3 records in the block and these are the block address. In the block number 1 we are using we are using the 3 records as similar. In the block number 2 we have a 3 records. This is the block number 2, and in that particular block number we have these 3 records. In the similar manner, in the block number 3 we have a 3 records. In the block number 4 we have a some records. As per as in the block number 5 we have a some records for the student database file, and these blocks are stored along with these blocks in along with these record in the physical level. Now come to the cluster indexing. As we already know that the cluster indexing or any indexing is having the two very famous attributes. These attributes are number one is search key, and number two is the block pointer. And block pointer is pointed to block address where the particular data or a searchable data are located at the physical memory storage. So in that particular cluster indexing, we are using the non-prime attributes. Here I am using the non-prime attribute that is called student name. So we are using this non-prime attribute as a search key, and on a behalf with the help of using this search key attributes, we are trying to search all the records of that particular database. So the student name is a. So as we already know that in the block, if the values are repeated, so we are choose only the one first value, one value. Okay, so in that case what we use, the a is repeated three times, a. So here we will use only the one a. So this is the one important concept of cluster indexing, and this is also consider under the sparse indexing. So cluster indexing is only whatever the first value is encountered. If the value is repeated, then you will choose only one value. Okay, in the similar way, bb is there, then we will choose only the one value, and the c, then c. So now look at here. Now look at here, b is indicating block number 2, c is indicating block number 3. In the similar manner, rest of the all the attributes value are indicating the concerned and appropriate blocks if we want to search the values. So this is the simple concept of cluster indexing table. Now look at the another example. Now here we are talking about the one new terms that is called block anchor. The meaning of block anchor. Now in this particular example, you will see there are two values, that is c, and these are the non-prime attributes value, and these non-prime attributes value we are using as a search key here. In that particular example, the c first encountered value of c is belongs to block number 1, and another next coming value of c is belongs to block number 2. Then at that time we will use the one concept that is called block anchor. The block anchor is provide the new path or link where the rest repeated values are available. Okay, so this is the one more concept and the one technical preliminaries that is called block anchor. The role of that block anchor, if the repeated values are available or presented in the any database and we are using the cluster indexing or some other kinds of indexing, then provide the way to search and link to other block where the same values are repeated or available. So now next to secondary index. So secondary indexing, the database file is unsorted. This is the very key point and important point for the secondary indexing. In the previous indexing type, like a primary indexing and the cluster indexing, the data file that is created by user is sorted, but here the secondary indexing is only entertaining the unsorted file. That means whatever the data file is stored on the block and whatever the records are stored at the particular block, these all are is unsorted. Okay, this is the point number 1 for the secondary indexing. This is very important point for the secondary indexing. So index table, primary key attribute or a non-primary key attributes, anyone select. That means this is provide a way to choose either non-prime attributes or either prime attributes for consider as a search key from the database table. Okay, but in the previous case, primary key or the cluster indexing, we are only choosing the prime key attributes or non-prime key attributes. Now here the facility is bit of enhanced. We are free to choose any prime attributes or non-prime attributes, okay, from the database table. Why? Because our database is unsorted manner, so there is no effect is done by either you will choose the primary key or either you will choose the non-primary key attributes. But when we are searching a data, so it's a little bit of complex, and this is the example of, let them we will better understanding the secondary indexing with the help of using the example. Now comes to point number 3. Secondary indexing is also considered as the dense indexing. Dense indexing we already discussed with the help of using the example. The dense indexing is consider all the records, all the unique records that are available in the particular main database file along with the block pointer. So the secondary indexing we are applying when the main file is unsorted, and you will keep in your mind and remember this point, this is very important. In the any case of indexing type, whatever the index file is generated, all the index file in sorted order. In the similar, in the secondary indexing, if we generate the index file, so it should be also the sorted order, okay. But the main database file is vary based on the indexing type. Secondary indexing is used multi-level indexing. Secondary indexing is used the multi-level indexing. Multi-level indexing means that more than one index table is used in the secondary indexing. That's why it is called the secondary indexing. In the primary indexing or the cluster indexing, we were used only the single index table. But in case of the secondary indexing, we will use the more than one index table for better and efficient searching of the particular block as well as the particular record that is stored at the physical storage. So that's why this is considered under the multi-level indexing concept. And secondary indexing is very efficiently for the large database table. So this concept and these points are very important for secondary indexing. This is the one summary table. So indexing type, the primary key, primary indexing. In the primary indexing, the database table is sorted, and that is considered under the sparse indexing. And the search key attributes is the primary key attributes, and the block pointer available in the index table, yes or no? Yes, the block pointer is available. So you will keep in your mind, in the every type of indexing the block pointer is available, okay. In the primary key indexing, database table is sorted, and search key, that means whatever the key we are chosen from the database table, main database table, that is primary attribute. In case of the cluster index, that is sorted and categorized under the sparse index, and non-primary attributes will be used, and index table is having the block pointer also. In the secondary indexing, the search, the database table is unsorted and categorized under the dense indexing, means all the tuples value will be present at the index table, and you are free to choose primary key attributes or a non-primary key attributes, is not matter. Why? Because the database table, whatever the database table you are handle for secondary indexing, that is unsorted. So this is the summary table. Hope this summary table is very helpful to you for remembering all the things. Thank you so much listening me.